Okay, so hello, welcome to this Facebook Live where I'm going to share some short exercises to help you get into a relaxed state. And these exercises can also just support the body's attempts to be more healthy and to recover. So do just let me know you can see me and hear me, and that you can see my slides. So I'll take you through a range of little exercises, and if you'd like a copy of this PDF, which has this exercise that we're going to go through and a few other really simple exercises, then put the word PDF in the chat and I will PM you the link. So yeah, do let me know you can see and hear. Just really be good to know that I'm not talking to myself. I'm just going to take a swig of drink. Okay, I've got a heart, so I think that means you can see me and hear me. So with respect to these exercises, just do whatever feels comfortable. Don't push yourself. Don't do anything that feels out of your current capability. And the information I'm about to share is not professional advice. Joe saying can see and hear. Thank you for letting me know. So yeah, it's not professional advice, so it's not intended to replace the advice of a physician. If you're in any doubt about any of the exercises, talk to your doctor. As I'm going to get you to close your eyes, obviously only do that if it's safe to close your eyes when you're listening. Do not close your eyes if it's not safe to do so. That's the statement of the totally obvious, but anyway. So yeah, what I'd like you to do is to just make yourself comfortable. Maybe let's put a little bit of sound effects on. Yana says, hi, I can hear and see you. Thank you. You're welcome, Yana. So I'm just going to put some background music on. Let me know if it's too loud or too soft. As I said, what I'd like you to do is just close your eyes and make yourself comfortable. Just ensure that your hands and feet are in a comfortable position, and you can adjust your posture anytime you choose. So just ensure that you are comfortable. And the first thing I'd like you to do is just to take a breath, breathing in through your nose into your belly and breathing out again. Just to take a moment to focus on your breathing, imagining the breath as a colour. As you breathe in, that colour going into your lungs and oxygenating your blood. And now the blood just circulates around your body, nourishing the cells, reaching all the parts of your body. So just notice your in-breath and notice your out-breath as you breathe out, just letting go of anything you don't need right now. And as you continue to breathe in and out in a slow, rhythmic function, just allowing your mind, your brain and your body to relax deeply and comfortably. And so the first exercise that I'm going to go through is called Flip the Switch. And when we're doing this exercise, we're just connecting to that part of ourselves, that best version of ourselves. I'd like you to consider that there are times when you've just responded to a situation with wisdom, with pragmatism, and with calm. So your best self was showing up. And in this exercise, we're just going to invite that best version of you to take the lead. So the first thing, step one, is to just straighten your posture, ensuring that you're in a comfortable position. So just imagine that there's a thread coming out of the top of your head. And as you imagine that, you can just allow your posture to be symmetrical and straight. Even if you're lying, you can just ensure that your posture is good. Pulling your chest up, so rather than chest on body being forward, just bring your chest up and you put your chin down. So that's step one. And step two is just to take a nice, deep, slow breath, breathing in through your nose, into your belly, and breathing out your nose again. And if it's comfortable, you can just allow the out-breath to be a little longer than the in-breath. Because when we do that, we are accessing and activating the parasympathetic or healing state. And the third step is just to connect to that best version of yourself. Just imagine seeing that you in front of you. Saying hi to that you. You can give it a name. It can be anything you like. And just say hi and whatever name you choose to give it. And you can be as playful as you like when you do this. But really connect to that part of you. If you like, you can imagine it merging into your body so you fully step into that best version of you. And now what I'd like you to do, still with your eyes closed, is just to put a big smile on your face. Because when we smile, the body does produce beneficial hormones that boost our immune function. And 5 again, still smiling. Take another deep, slow breath, breathing in slowly into your belly and breathing out through your nose. And when you do that exercise, just following those 5 simple steps, you're just flipping the switch. So let's pause a moment. When you're ready, you can just gently open your eyes. And it'd be interesting to just get some feedback how you found doing that exercise. If you want, you don't have to, but it's always good to just get feedback. How did you find doing that? as I say, if you'd like a PDF which outlines those steps, just put the word PDF in the chat and I will PM you the link. Okay, well, maybe you're just enjoying the feelings of relaxation. So we will move on to another simple exercise. Joe says, very relaxing. My heart rate is lower than when I started on my Fitbit. Very interesting. Thanks for sharing that, Joe. So I really encourage you to practice that little exercise daily. And this is a task I've been challenged with. I've just started a course, and this is one of the exercises that we've learned. So thanks to Brian Johnson for allowing me to share that exercise. So for this next simple exercise, it's useful to have your eyes open so that you can see what I'm doing. And the second exercise is about improving your circulation. So according to Chinese medicine, illness results when blood flow is restricted. So a couple of years ago, I saw a woman called Katie Brindle, who's a practitioner of Chinese medicine, and I asked her what tips do you have for people with ME, chronic fatigue syndrome. And one of the things that she suggested is this very simple exercise that I'll walk you through. As I mentioned at the start, use your judgment, do what you can do, you don't have to do it all in one go. But what you do is very simply starting, let's say, on your left shoulder, but you can start with your right if you choose. You're just gently tapping down the arm, down the outside of the arm. Okay, I can see a few people are requesting the PDF. I will send you the link. So you tap down the outside of the arm very gently, all the way down the back of your hand, and then up the inside of that arm. Just gently tap, and when you do that, you're just encouraging the blood flow. And if that's all you can manage, that's completely fine. I'll walk you through the whole exercise, but you don't have to do it all in one go. You could just do it, a little bit of it, at different times of the day. Then you do the exact same thing on the other side of the arm, down the outside, all the way to your hands, and then up the inside. Okay, and then you just tap your shoulders and the back of your neck and tap round the back, both sides. I'll move forward, and then you can just, without straining, just tap the back wherever you can reach. Just ensure you're comfortable. And you can do the same on the front, just all the way around the front, your chest, okay, around your hips. And then again, you can do one leg at a time, going down the outside of one leg. It's my right leg. If you can reach, you can just tap your feet, the soles and the top of the foot, and then up the inside of the leg. And this is just a way of helping improve blood flow. So as a result of a course I did a while back, one of the people on the course reminded me that one of the exercises that we're supposed to do is that every 20 minutes if I'm just doing some work, I would take a 1 minute break. Either stand up, stretch, do that exercise that I've just described, and you can decide what time interval is right for you. You might not do it every 20 minutes. You might decide to do it once an hour, but just doing some gentle movement, some gentle stretching. So that's, again, it's just a way of getting the blood flow going. I was watching one video in which the chap was saying that if we're sedentary too long, then it can affect our blood sugar levels. So just that movement helps regulate things. But as I mentioned, just do whatever feels right within your current capacity. You know, there was a time when I was really not well with ME/CFS, and I was resting for about 3 hours. I was literally sleeping after breakfast until lunchtime. I was so depleted. So obviously that wouldn't have been good for me to do anything other than what I needed to do. So use your judgment. Okay, so that's the third exercise, is just to do really gentle stretches. You might just, rotate your neck gently. You might rotate at the waist one way a few times, the other way a few times. You might just, if you're lying in bed, you might just reach down, slide your hand down one side and then down the other side. Okay. And the fourth exercise, which we kind of did at the beginning, is just to focus on your breathing. Just do some gentle breathing. You might do that exercise we did where you just focus on your breath as if it was a colour. But again, just doing that for 1 minute. I've talked about this before. I remember working with a client and we had a hour-long session, and that was quite a lot for her. And at the end of the first hour, she was really depleted. And so when we had the second session, I asked her what would make it what would make this session more comfortable for you. And what we arrived at is that it would be good for her to just pause every 5 minutes. And she closed her eyes and just focused on her breathing for 1 minute. And by doing that, she found that she was able to get to the end of the session and have more energy. So let's finish with an exercise which some of you might be familiar with, called the Timeout relaxation technique. And I and other clients have found this really useful, especially if you find that you wake up at night and your mind is quite active. So again, I'd like to invite you to just close your eyes, and only close them if it's safe to do so. And I'd like you just to focus on one of your hands. Just choose one hand, and now focus on your little finger on that hand. And what we're going to do in a minute is to, as we breathe in, silently in your head, you'll say a word, could be any word at all. Peace, calm, love, trust. And as you breathe out, you'll say a different word. Could be one of those words or a different word. So just choose a word that you're going to say to yourself as you breathe in silently in your head, and a word you're going to say as you breathe out. And then you're going to go to your next finger and do the same thing. And then the next finger, then the next finger, and then your thumb. And then you'll go back to your little finger and repeat the exercise. Or if you like, you can go to the other hand and continue doing that exercise on that hand. If you lose your place, just choose a finger and carry on from that place. If you catch yourself thinking about something, I invite you just to imagine putting that thought on a cloud and just letting it float off. I'd like you to consider that ability to do that, to observe our thoughts without getting into conversation about them, is a superpower. And you can go back to the exercise. So let's just do that for 2 minutes, starting from now. Okay, so that's 2 minutes. Again, feel free to pop a message in the chat about how you found that. So that exercise is called the Timeout relaxation technique. If you'd like a copy of the audio where I walk you through that exercise, then do click the link below to join my Facebook group. And when you join, you'll get access to that relaxation audio. So Doris says, wonderful. You are welcome. So those of you that have requested the PDF, I'll put a message. I'll send you a message. And if you would like it, if you're watching, do tag me if you're watching the replay. Sometimes don't get notified, or send me a private message. If you're watching on YouTube, then I'll put a link where you can contact me and request that audio. So thanks for watching. Yana says, very relaxing. Thank you so much. You are welcome. And if you've enjoyed this little session, do share the link to the video. Joe says, thank you. You are welcome, Joe. So, but for now, I will say thanks for watching. Wishing you great health. Bye for now. If I can work out how to finish. Okay, here we go. Doris says, thank you so much. You are welcome, Doris. You're welcome, Jonathan, also. Bye for now.